Hello, family. It's Patsy White coming back to you today. I'm excited to introduce a new series. It'll be a six-part series. Today's just the introduction. But before I talk about what that's going to be, I have a couple of questions for you. They're rhetorical since I can't hear you answer me. The first question is, what if you purchased a house, you closed on it, moved in and everything, and then someone who you absolutely trusted, a very reliable source, told you that somewhere buried in your yard is a metal box filled with $10 million? dollars? Yeah, well, you'd probably begin the process. If you didn't know how to find a metal box underground, you would be Googling the kind of equipment you'd need to find it so you didn't tear up your whole yard, right? Yeah. Well, let me give you a second scenario. So let's say very similarly, you buy a house, you close, you get in there, you move, and you're settled in, and then a very reliable source, one who you know wouldn't tell you a lie, tells you that there's a metal box buried in your yard, and it's filled with brand new, unopened, fully wrapped cassette tapes. Yeah, didn't go over so exciting, did it? Yeah, and for obvious reasons. One is that cassette tapes, you can get them on eBay, but they're not very useful right now. But $10 million dollars could really change your life and change the lives of the people you know. So today I want to talk to you about something that I consider more valuable than $10 million dollars. And that's your health. Our health is so incredibly important. In fact, there may be somebody listening to this and saying, hey, I'll take the $10 million dollars. But everybody I know who struggles with their health, who struggles with health conditions and chronic conditions or chronic pain or disabilities, and they lost it in some way or some capacity, that they would give anything to have it back. $10 million dollars would not be enough. So today I want to talk to you about the topic of health. And this is a series that's called Healing is for Everyone. Now, I want to talk about this because in this pandemic time, lots of people feel like many people have expressed, I can't quantify that, but they express that somehow this pandemic has been sent from God to punish us. And some people still believe that sickness and disease is from God, that God is trying to teach us a lesson with it. So in this series, I want to talk about that a little bit, but I want to talk more about how we can receive health and healing because it's actually God's desire for us to be in divine health. God wants us not in pain, not struggling with diseases or deficiencies or disabilities. God wants us a shining, bright example of how much he wants us to prosper in every area of our lives. Part of also why I want to do this series is because one of the things that um, really drove me to go to Bible college was because I was hearing about miracles where people were being healed from all sorts of afflictions and diseases and wounds and injuries. And I wasn't seeing that much around me. And I really wanted to go to a place where I could see that happening. So, I was exposed to some teachings around grace and healing, but since being really, just deeply in it, I've had lots of just small successes in my own life. You know, um, I've been able to send migraine headaches away before they get bad. A flu that would have been 2 weeks was only 5 days. I've sent away sore throats, headaches, body aches, things like that, that I've been starting to learn and understand that it is God's will for me to be well, and no sickness, disease, nothing on me is anything God wants. And so part of what I want to talk about during this series is not only that God wants us healthy, but how we can learn how to accept and receive the healing that's already been released to us. So in this, us to you'll hear some things that maybe you don't agree with. You may hear some things that you may not even believe. But I want to invite you in this series to really start looking at what would it actually mean if God really does want me well? What would it actually mean if I really could just receive what has already been given? Because that's what these messages and series will start unfolding, is that healing is available right now for anybody. And so I'm really looking forward to you joining in this series. Um, I'm hoping that there'll be no more than 10 minutes at the most, so that in all six, you'll within an hour, you'll hear everything. And I just pray that this information really changes your life and gives you an opportunity to really see what God has already done for us and what he really wants with us, which is divine health, joy, peace, prosperity, and all the things that come with his kingdom. So this is the intro. Look forward to you joining with us tomorrow, and have a beautiful day. God bless you.